The Sennheiser MKE 600 has been one of the most popular shotgun mics for YouTubers and filmmakers for years. But here in 2025, with so many other options on the market, is it still worth your money? Let's find out. So why did I pick up the MKE 600? Well, honestly, I just wanted a mic that could replace my old DJI mic setup and give me something that sounded a little bit more professional for this sort of content, the YouTube A-roll. I didn't want a massive SM7B in the frame for every video, and I also wanted something that was versatile for voiceover and even field recording if I needed it. The MKE 600 kept coming up as that sweet spot between YouTube gear and proper pro audio, so I had to give it a go. So my first impressions of this mic is that it feels really premium. It's got a full metal body, a solid finish, and it's not overly heavy. At just over 25 centimeters long, it's also a little bit longer than some of the other shotgun mics, but it balances nicely on a rig like what I've got here, or a boom arm. The matte black design also looks really sleek and professional, which is something that I really like. So on the mic itself, you've got two simple switches. The first is the power switch, because unlike a lot of mics, the MKE 600 can actually run off a single AA battery. Or of course, you can use phantom power if you're plugging it into an audio interface, or maybe you've got it on top of a camera. The battery lasts around 150 hours, and there's even a low battery LED to let you know when you've got around 8 hours left. The second switch is a low-cut filter, which helps cut out low-end rumble from things like traffic and air conditioning. Alright, so here's the important bit. What does it actually sound like? Throughout the entirety of this video, I've been holding the mic in my hand, which isn't particularly useful, so let's get it on the rig and show you exactly what it sounds like in my audio setup. So currently, for reference, you are listening to the DJI Mic 2, which is clipped onto my t-shirt, as you can see right there. So just as a little comparison, this is how it sounds. Now, let's plug this in and see how the MKE 600 does. So on my current setup, I'm actually going to be using the DJI Mic 2 as... So yeah, my mic cut out there, didn't expect that to happen, but what I was trying to explain was that I was going to be using the DJI Mic 2 as an audio recorder, so I'm plugging the MKE 600 directly into that via the included adapter, and this is how it sounds. So now you should be hearing me through the Sennheiser MKE 600. Let's get it on the rig and see how it sounds there. Alright, so now this is the MKE 600 recording directly above me, just outside of the frame right there. It's running off a single AA battery and is plugged directly into the DJI Mic 2, which frees up my arms, frees up my movement, so you don't hear any rustling if I do. So it's just outside of frame, this is how it's sounding. I'm actually gonna just voice over the rest of this video using the mic itself. So compared to the DJI mic that I was using before, the sound to me feels a lot fuller, a lot more directional, and it also does a really great job of rejecting any background noise. So for example, if I move slightly off to the side, you'll notice how it drops off. So that's the supercardioid pickup pattern there, right at work. So I think the difference here is pretty clear, and I'm really happy with how this mic's sounding. This is absolutely perfect for my setup because now I can keep the mic up there overhead on my rig instead of clipping it onto my t-shirt, and it works really great for YouTube A-roll like we're doing here. But it's also versatile enough for voiceover or even mounting on a camera if you're doing any sort of field shoots. And also, if you don't have phantom power handy, you can just throw in a battery and you're good to go. So of course it's not absolutely perfect. I mean, for starters, the price is around £210, which is what I got it for on Amazon, so it's definitely a cheaper version of some of the more expensive ones, but still very much an investment. It also needs either an interface, recorder, or an adapter if you want to use it with your PC, and because of its length, it can look a little awkward on some smaller cameras. Also, while the battery option is really convenient, it does mean you have to keep some spares handy. So, is the Sennheiser MKE 600 still worth it in 2025? For me, it's a yes. It's a reliable, versatile shotgun mic that gives me pro-level audio without spending thousands. If you're just starting out, you might not need it, but if you want to step up your sound and keep your mic out of frame, this is still one of the best options at this price point. So that's my take on the MKE 600. If you guys did find this review helpful, then of course make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Let me know down in the comments as well, what do you think about the MKE 600, or what mic are you using in your current setup? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. Of course, check out this video on the screen if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you in the next one.